Hi, welcome back to my channel. My name is Caitlin. I'm doing a no buy year, so when new releases come out and I get excited about them, I have been trying to find the things in my collection that can serve the same purpose. So a few months ago, Odens put out the Perfect World palettes, the set of 3 palettes, and I was very intrigued by them, and they are in collaboration with creators on YouTube, and I always like the idea of supporting other creators. So when I saw them, I was quite excited, but since it's my no buy year, I obviously did not purchase them. So today I'm hoping that I can get 10 pans to fit in here. I'm not sure, depending on what shadows they are and what size they are. I'm going to do my best. Okay, I'm going to start with the one that called to me the most, which is the Flora Story palette, which was the collaboration with Makeup.Just.For.Fun. So I'm going to start with that palette. The other 2 palettes are probably going to be separate videos, so if you want to stick around for that, then I hope that you will subscribe. And I'm going to go ahead and just get started with the Flora Story. So I have it pulled up in front of me, the images. I might start with the mattes first, just because I kind of already have an idea of where I might find them. So the purples that are in there, right away I thought of these purples. These 2 might be a pretty good match for those matte purples that are in there. This one might not be as like plummy. It seems to be a little bit more on the muted side. Or actually, even this Lisa Eldridge. And interestingly enough, now that I'm in here, this palette, or this eyeshadow from the Shroud Cosmetics Arcana, looks kind of like that metallic purple that's in there, the shade Magnolia. I think that's all from this for now. Okay, these are more Shroud Cosmetic shadows. These little circle ones are from a Melt Cosmetic, but those are all pretty ruddy tones, so they don't really apply. And then all of these are my Kaleidos, what were they called? The ones that are like the skinny 5 pans. I depotted all of those and put them in here. So there's actually 2 like lighter toned green shimmers. These might not really, although that white I think is like a shifting white, like a white that shifts to green, so that might be good. I'm looking for now those matte greens. I think that is too dark. That might not be dark enough. These are kind of more like grungy greens. Well, those are kind of the same color, aren't they? Okay, I'm gonna pull that one. This might be a little bit on the like pukey side for that lighter green, but I think I'll pull it just in case. I think that's too bright. That might be good for that like matte brown, the shroom shade. It's a pretty good ruddy color. Ooh, maybe that's a good plum. Okay, that Lisa Eldridge, I think, has to stay. Okay. Okay, so the images are kind of strange. So I think the swatches are like computer generated. So when I look at that, it doesn't quite give me the same as like when I look at them in the pan. So I don't think I'm going to use the swatch picture. I think I'm just going to go with the one where it's like it has the eyeshadow palette and then like drags of the colors there. So while I thought that Dawn might be like a multi-chrome, I actually don't think it is. I think it's like pretty true to being like an icier white. This. Alright, this green might be a pretty good. I think that's a bit too olive leaning. And then that green I think is just way too bright. That I think has too much like brown in it. Okay, so I think right now I'm looking for the two like metallic greens. That might work. This is kind of like a, is this a multi-chrome? It's not really shifting. The teal or like richer green kind of made me think of this from the Metropolis. Okay, so I'm gonna pull that. So I think now I'm just looking for the like more green metallic, which, so actually I'm gonna come back here and it might, I think it might be this one. Okay, so here's kind of what I have going on. I'm thinking this for Dawn, this for Clover, this I think I don't know. So I was kind of thinking this one for Best Buds, but I don't think it's green enough. It's kind of like a lime green, and I don't know that that is it. Okay, I'm kind of thinking I might not really have a shade for Best Buds. Or, okay, I went back into this. Maybe this. I guess I'm liking that this has a bit more green than that. That's more of like a mint than like lime. So, okay, that's what I'm going to go with for Best Buds. That was for Shroom. That is Magnolia. I think that works pretty well. In the swatches, the like computer generated swatches, this is a bit darker than what it's showing for Magnolia, but I'm kind of okay with that. I think that's gonna be for Sage. Okay, that is gonna be for Azalea. right? Oh gosh, now I'm confusing myself. Okay, now that is gonna be for Azalea. Right? No. That is gonna be for Orchid. Okay, I think that is for Azalea. Okay, that is for Lush. And that is for Misty. Okay, the problem is that it's more of a square as opposed to a rectangle. But like they do fit. Okay, so here is the palette that I put together as a dupe for the Flora Story. It might not be, you know, exact, but I think the colors are pretty close. So I'm going to go ahead and do a swatch of them. I'm going to try to swatch them like across as 5 and 5, like as they are in the palette. Right. Any of you out there who have the Flora Story and have swatched it in person, how'd I do? Is it kind of close? This one is maybe showing up a little bit more on the pink side than purple. Like I think those are a little bit lighter probably than what they appear, but I still think I could probably get some pretty cool looks out of this, and I'm excited to do that. Thanks for watching if you've made it this far. I am about to go on and do the other 2 palettes of this collection, so if you want to see those, then subscribe so that you can stick around and find out. And I hope you're having a great day, and I will see you in the next one. Bye-bye.